Welcome to this session, which is going to be titled Klout Gets a Facelift. And we are looking at www.klout.com. And we actually did a story on Klout.com, I guess 4 to 6 weeks ago, called What is Klout? And at that time, Klout's interface was very sparse. And one of the things that began to happen around the middle of December was that Klout started to add things to their interface. Like, for example, understanding Klout is a brand new part of the Klout system, and that was because there was so much furor in the media about what Klout is and what their purpose is, and of course their purpose is to establish themselves as the only social media grading service, and that's what your score is. Your score is your social media power. And they assign you to influential topics. They talk about your data and why you should even use Klout. And there's a lot of debate about whether Klout is good or bad, and that's not the purpose of this article. This article is just to look at the new interface. And this is part of the new interface, the fact that they have a section that will tell you about Klout. And your homepage still talks about your network. Like, for example, here's some people in my network. Like, Klout's still the same. I have, for example, little 10Ks over here, so I'm just going to give Scott a K in social media and tweet about it. And and it still works all the same. It's a basic circle of reciprocity formula. But the interface is so much better, and the primary difference to the interface is this little section over here under your picture in the upper right hand corner. You'll see that I can look at my profile here. I can look at my score analysis, the topics that I have influence about. I can look at my influencers, people who influence me, and this is very important. If you've never used Klout, the people, when you come across a person, and these are all people that you've seen me tweet about: Robert Scoble, Aaron Lee, Kevin Green, Mr. Scott, Eddie, and these are all people that I actually tweet about and who influence me. So I added them to my influence list, my influencers list, so that it shows that the people who I influence, they show up in my list in return. And that is a great circle of reciprocity. And the higher the scorings that you have in your list, the higher you do. So it allows you to go to the list that you manage. But this is a brand new thing here. Now, for example, first I want to go to our settings, and I want to show you this. My connected networks is Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, YouTube, but you can see that they now have so many more. When we first looked at it about 6 weeks ago, you could only connect to Twitter or Facebook, and you can see in 6 weeks they've added all of these services now that are allowing you to hook to them. But this is the great thing over here. The reason why I show you this is because on Twitter and on Facebook I have followers, and Klout calls those my friends. And now when I click on my friends list, there are my Twitter followers based on whatever I want, like the people who most recently followed me, or based on the highest Klout score. And they will pull this data down from Twitter for me in real time. And this is very important because it's on their dime as far as the API is concerned. There you go. This is just going to take a minute. But this is a very important thing, that your ability to pull in your Twitter followers or your Facebook followers, for example, and to sort them and to send them invites or to give them Klout points. I mean, this is very important stuff. To be able to read your friends in real time from other social services like Facebook or like Twitter is very critical. So I'm just waiting for this to. It may take a while to to load. So maybe we'll come back and look at this. But I think this is one of the major changes in the Klout system, is its ability to now pull down your friend lists from systems like Twitter or from Facebook, and to allow you to interact with them, to invite them, or to give them scorings here live from your friends list. Because one of the great things I've always said about Klout was, here, let me bring up a new page to go to the home. And we'll leave the Twitter sorting to see if that, by the time we get to the end of the video. One of the great things about Klout is, and I'm a Twitter purist. I love Twitter. I really do. It's my home. It's where I've always come from. Facebook is something I use for like a close group of friends, really. But like these social networking buttons here, like this is, if I open it up, this is going to bring me to my Twitter account. And if I open up my Facebook, it's going to bring me to my Facebook account. And the reason this is so important is, like, say you find somebody on Twitter. Let's go out and let's, oh my God, who can we find here on Twitter? That might be, for example, poet Carl Watts. Let's take a look at him really quickly. Let's see if he's even out on... Oh my God, I hate doing experiments because they never seem to work. But here, let's just copy, and then we'll come back here, and we're going to search for him. And there he is. So, like for example, here I can add him to a list. I already have him in some lists. I can go to his Facebook, and you can see that he and I are friends, and I found him through Klout on Facebook. And if I go to Google Plus, you'll see that he's part of my Google Circles, and you know, so on and so forth. All of these other services, you can use Klout. There you go. There's some Twitter followers now that I have pulled down based on their highest Klout score. So these are all people that I can add to lists. I can give Kate's to, I can tweet about, I can look them up in Facebook, I can look them up in Google Plus, you know, and this is a great little dashboard for networking. So one of the major facelifts to this whole Klout system is the ability to look at your friends from other services, and once you're able to do that, you can then, like Robin, for example, here I can find him on Facebook now. Open like a new tab. Let's see if we can find him on Facebook. And if I wanted to, I can add Robin as a friend. And I can do the same through Google Plus. And so if you're using Twitter as a tool to amplify your social media platform, and you want to take advantage of your social media score, Klout is seriously the way to go. And it's had a new facelift, and it's brand new for 2012. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I look forward to your comments.